bevy of bad news hit the market last week, and I said we would push higher. And we did. How did I know? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. So we closed our trade Friday for a respectable 45% gain in just one trading day. Now that's not smash the gong worthy, but it certainly is gong worthy. So we're going to give it a little baby tap on the gong there for a successful trade. Okay, guys, we'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show. My name is Jacob Gabbard. This is Invest with Jacob. And I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, so again, Friday we closed that trade. That's our third trade on this channel. The first one went for 412% gains in 21 days. Second one was 25% gains in 9 days. And then that one was 45% gains in just one trading day. So we're off to a great start here, and it's because we use Elliott Wave Theory. I talked about bad news in the intro. Last week, Yellen told us that inflation was here. The Fed told us that stocks had gone up too much and you better watch out for a big crash. The talking heads on TV were telling us that the market was overbought and overheated. And then finally on Friday, the jobs number came out, and it was 266K when they were expecting 1 million. So with all of that negative information, how could the market push higher if news cycles drive the market? And the fact is, I still don't think they do. I think they cause chaos in the market, but the market is driven by price and sentiment. And Elliott Wave tells us that, and that theory is what I rely on. And it is proven over and over again to give us reliable entry and exit points into the market so that we can make the most high reward, low risk trades possible and get quick returns on our money like we have so far. So with that move up on Friday, we got close to our wave 3 target, but didn't quite get there. The rally kind of fizzled out midday and then hung around the all-time highs. So let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the SPX 5-minute chart, and you can see we bought down here in the base of our support box in wave 2 of 3, and then we rallied high off of that the last 2 days and made our 45% trade exit up here when we kind of stalled out the rally at the end of Friday. Now, if you're new to the channel, guys, these boxes, 1 of 3 and 2 of 3 down here, were put on here before these squiggles ever got there. And we didn't quite hit my 1 of 3 box, which made me mad. We missed it by 3 points. And then we came down and we hit my support box perfectly, and we bought down here. I put out a trade alert for everybody to buy. We did, and we did really well on our trade. So this is how Elliott Wave Theory works. It gives us price targets so that we know entry and exit points. So where do we go from here? Well, I suspect with the futures being up 9 points already and our target being 4250 to 4270, somewhere in that range, we should be hitting the top of wave 3 tomorrow or Tuesday, and then coming back down in wave 4 to giving us another buying opportunity. All right, so let's look for wave 3 to top out. So when we top out, we are looking for us to come back down into our support region, which will be 4205, right around here, down to 4190, right in there. And when we hit the support box, okay, this will be another buying opportunity because we should bounce here and then start wave 5 of 5 of 3 of 5. Got to remember that. Sorry, 5 of 5 of 3 of 5. It's a little bit complex. If that's really confusing to you, it's okay. Just understand that the next wave pullback should be here, and this is our next buying opportunity. This is going to be our wave 4 support. Okay, so our target from here is 4,400 plus. And to be honest with you, because this wave 1 was so weak, we're going to need some extensions out of here to get up to 4,400. But we're looking at a 200-point buying opportunity here on this wave. Now, one thing I talked about, if you saw my Facebook Live video on Friday, I talked about closing trades fairly quickly right now because I'm trying to get you guys wins and profitable trades. And I also understand how waves work and the amount of kind of commitment you got to give to a trade to get to the 412% win that we got on our first trade. So the way that works is when we enter this trade with a long expiration date, we're targeting 4,400, okay? Which is up here a little higher. So when we do that, it's in a 5-wave structure. And the reason we've been exiting trades fairly quickly is those structures look like this, okay? So, you know, you get wave 1 up, and then maybe wave 2 comes back down like this. Well, what I've been doing is when we get wave 1 up, just kind of selling right there because we can take our profit, we're happy, we've made money, and we can move on, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys 2 opportunities here. One is to hold long to try to capture all of the money. Okay, it's a little more aggressive and it's going to be a little more anxiety for you because the waves, as I'm going to show you, are going to trade how you see them on the screen. But it's going to be really awesome because you go up and you make a bunch of money, and then you're like, oh man, why did I give all that money back? And then you're like, oh no, wait, I'm really doing well. And then you're like, why we should have sold up there. And then finally we hit our target. So if you do it understanding we're going for our target up here, and you understand that there's going to be a lot of pullback and whipsaw, and there's going to be, some days where it doesn't look right, or it doesn't look like it's going to be a successful trade, that's the kind of courage it takes to get to these 400, 500% wins. You just got to hang in there and do it. So I'm going to give two versions of every trade. We're always going to enter in the same place because the buying opportunity is important. And then once we get to here, or even here, depending on how the trade's going, I will give an exit point for conservative traders that want to lock in their profits and move on. And I will give a more aggressive long-term strategy to people who want to stay in the trade and realize all of the gains of all 5 waves. Okay, so what we're going to do on the channel to document our trades, because we document every trade, we want you guys to know what we're trading with you and how we're doing it, is when we get to the point that we give the conservative exit, we're going to sell half our position. So we're going to sell half our position for the gains right then, and then let the other half of our position ride and try to capture the entire 5-wave movement, if that makes sense. Okay, so if I have 2 calls on the SPY, when we get to say the top of wave 1, I might say, hey, we just got 40% in one day, guys. Let's exit the trade if we're conservative. We're going to sell one of our 2 calls, and then we're going to let the other call try to ride these waves up and hit our target. Because over and over again, we're delivering on the targets. It just takes a while to get there, and I want you guys to be able to realize these gains. So I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, please leave comments back below or down below. Or more importantly, guys, join my Facebook trading group. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. I give real-time updates. I answer all your questions. I am in there and talking all day. So join that Facebook group. There's a link down in the description. The only requirements to join are you subscribe to my channel here. So subscribe to this YouTube channel. And you like my Facebook page on Facebook. Okay, and then get in that Facebook group where we're talking all day about trades. And if you got questions, I can answer them. We can have one-on-one chats, all those types of things. All right, so bottom line, key takeaways for today. We are looking for wave 3 to top out, and then wave 4 to come back and hit our support zone. And then when it does, we'll be entering a long trade here, SPY calls, targeting 4,400 plus. So we're looking at about 200 points of gain to about 20 points of risk. So it's about a 10-to-1 reward to risk ratio if we stay in for the whole trade. Okay, again, I'm going to give 2 options on every trade. I'm going to let the conservative money get out early and take small gains. And I'm going to let the aggressive money stay in longer and realize the full trade. And then the conservative money can try to buy back on the wave 2 dip and the wave 4 dip, whereas the aggressive money's riding all 5 waves up. And again, for the channel, when we give you a sell opportunity for the conservative money, we will sell half of our position so that we can document both trades as successful or unsuccessful. So those are the key takeaways. To everybody it applies to, happy Mother's Day. I know it was yesterday, but we're not here on Sunday. So I hope you had a great Mother's Day. Happy trading, and we will talk tomorrow.